Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to the channel, and a big welcome back to Dream Theater. My goodness, how long have these guys been going? These guys must have been... We're almost approaching 40 years of Dream Theater. We must be, and of all the albums that I haven't covered, whatever Midnight Messiah is a part of, it will certainly be a part of it. Now, you may argue that them releasing something like Midnight Messiah as a single, even though it's an 8-minute long song, is a bit of a stretch. However, I do really like Dream Theater, and this came out literally less than a week ago, so I'd say it more than absolutely ticks the boxes. So, oh boy, I can't wait for this. Yeah, you know, one of these days I'm gonna do spend some time on one of my other channels, literally doing Dream Theater from the very beginning. I'm already planning on covering the very first death metal album from 1969, so we may make the effort, ladies and gentlemen. That's the key here. So let's go. Midnight Messiah. Yes. Years. Still got it, eh? Which is ironic. Ironically, I was going to mention for quite a long time that that's kind of always the bizarre geometrics and almost the bizarre revelations you get from a band like Dream Theater, because the experience of seeing these guys live is that you're almost pulled into a world completely of their own imagining. It's so and for anyone who's ever been a hardened listener to Dream Theater over the years will know fine well that their music is like a great fantasy story, because it can take you to all sorts of exotic places. And even in the twilight, ladies and gentlemen, they will not only take you to such places you could only imagine about, but they will also bring you back home feeling 10 times the person. Listening to, at best, Dream Theater is the definition of going on a magical carpet ride into a whole new world. And something that absolutely like strikes into the mind of Dream Theater is that in Midnight Messiah, is that it almost comes almost like a full circle kind of thing, and how it starts off kind of slow. By the time it gets towards the beginning, it tells you literally immediately that you've got to rewind to the last thing that you can remember. And you know what? That is honestly, it's such a baffling, but it's like, if this was to be, let's say, Dream Theater's swan song, I honestly don't think it could be. But I do honestly get the impression, a very, very bizarre one, that, you know what? This is just straight up, I think it's the de facto Dream Theater song. Like, imagine if you were just being introduced to these guys, but you honestly have no idea what they're about. Well, I can tell you what it's about. It's like being a part of a ceremony engaged in witchcraft, in wizardry, in fantasy, in adventure, and one that you will feel like you're going through an adventure, ladies and gentlemen, because, well, Dream Theater don't exactly shorten their songs by any extent. But that's, again, part of what I feel like makes this absolutely fantastic. Because you're not sitting in this thinking to yourself, wow, I'm expecting something short and kind of sweet. Well, it's long, and Dream Theater, at their absolute best, is what I would like to call a 4-course banquet. You get your beginning, your opening, the third act, and then you close out. It's like some of the, I mean, when I come around to talking about things like erotomania, I will probably be using that term because, well, it's somewhere between Midnight Messiah and erotomania is probably what I would say is the de facto place to start if you are curious about Dream Theater. But to songs that are 32 years apart, but in terms of really trying to express the sentiment of what Dream Theater are all about, go and check out either of those. But on its own, Midnight Messiah it's like getting back into this after a very long time, and this is sort of what it's all about. It's cool. I really like that. Now, with all that being said and done, I hope all of you guys enjoyed Midnight Messiah by Dream Theater, and I hope they keep the dream alive for another 40 years, eh? And I'll see all of you guys again in the next video. So take care, and bye-bye for now.